Hey, happy Halloween. We had a great time this Halloween night. My kids and all my grandkids came over to the house and we had lasagna for dinner, and then they all went out trick or treating, and I stayed here and gave out all kinds of candy to all kinds of kids, from little kids, newborns, right, who are all dressed up, mom and dad pushing around in their strollers and everything, and then kids in their early 20s who are just looking for some candy because, hey, what better way to get free candy than to go out on Halloween, right? And all kinds of costumes, all right? There was, the Avengers costumes, and then there's little witches and Frankenstein and Spider-Man. Spider-Man was awesome. He was all over the place, right? And there's a fairy tale princesses and mermaids and all kinds of stuff. And some gruesome looking masks too that were kind of creepy, right? But exciting and fun. And I started thinking about the masks that all the kids were wearing tonight, and how much fun it was to pick out which mask we wanted to wear this year. But we also wear masks a lot in our everyday lives, don't we? We put on this facade of who we are. And there's no better facade or mask than social media. People put the most perfect picture they have of themselves, and there's filters now that take out our blemishes and our acne and our messed up hair, and if we got one eyebrow that grows in the middle, and right, all that stuff, we can filter it all out, and it's a perfect mask of who we want to be. But we also wear masks when we go to work, when we go to school, in our community, in our sporting events, and all of the things that we go to. We wear this mask of everything's fine. How are you today, Joe? I'm fine. How about you? You fine? Yeah, I'm fine. And we put on this mask of everything's cool and everything's fine. When in reality, most of us, all of us, are broken in some way. There has been trauma in our lives, whether it was when we were kids or teenagers, or in our early 20s or 30s, or some, there's death, there's loss of job, there's accidents, right? And you can figure out what trauma you've been through, because all of us have faced trauma in our lives. And when we do, we can suck it up and make believe we're fine when inside we're broken and we're beaten and we don't know how to handle things. Or we can turn to the one who was beaten and broken for all of us. He was tortured and crucified so that we wouldn't have to pay the sin that we have all committed. And so if we give ourselves to Jesus and ask him to guide us and lead us, we can take off that mask, right? We can be who we are, and that is children of God. We are created in his image. He breathed life into each of us. And as we learn to take off our masks and be our true selves to everyone, they see something different in us because they see the light of Jesus coming through our actions and our words. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.